Hello, brothers and friends in India. I should have been by with you now, but I'm home in Denmark. And first, I want to say to you that I'm very sorry that I let you down because this is the last thing I want to do. But I want to tell you what is going on. We have been praying and listening to God, and people have called me and give me words from God, and stuff has going on in this week. It has not been an easy week because I wanted to be with you. But if we go to the Bible and read the book of Job, we see that God is in heaven and He's gonna have a meeting, and the devil comes in and God asks him, "What are you doing here?" And the devil says, "Yeah, I just passed by and came in." And God said to him, "Have you seen Job on earth? He's a righteous man." And the devil says to him, "Of course he is. You bless him so much. He have everything. So of course it's easy for him to be righteous." And God says to the devil, "You can test him. He is how he is." And the devil is testing him. And his children and his animals and farms and everything break down. But Job is just still keeping justice there. He's not doing anything wrong. And the devil comes back to God, and the same thing happened. And God says, "Okay, you can touch his body, but you cannot kill him." And the devil do that. And Job is very hurt and sick and everything. And then his friends is coming to him. And what this story tells that they didn't know anything. So they were saying to him, "Wow, what did you do wrong? You must have something going on that God don't like, or whatever you do, it's not right." And he said to his friend, "No, no, no, no. I don't understand this, but I'm not doing anything wrong." And he got three friends coming and telling him that there must be something. And it ended up in that they realized, or Job realized, that he didn't know. He didn't know what was going on in the spirit room. And he just prayed God for forgiveness. And God gave him double of what he had before. So Job had a test. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my life. Because what happened to me is that I grew up in a Christian family. And I run away from it. Because I didn't see the life in the Christianity. But, and I tried everything. I went into the world and lived there. I had a very good job. I was a dealer in the stock market in Copenhagen. I was very good at playing handball, and I went to parties and drink beers and whatever you do in the world. But God took everything away from me every time I tried to do something. I had some friends, and we made a company to trade on the stock market, and it was very good. And then we continue and get into the market, and we lost 1 million kroners. This is 10 million of your money in one night. And I really feel sad for the other guys because it was God stopping me. I was not at the right place. And yeah, this is what is going on, you know. My handball stopped. I had an injured foot, and I have to stop playing. And 13 years ago, I had a church. It was the fastest growing church in Denmark, and God stopped that too. And a week ago, Tuesday last week, I had a test because God was not providing the money for my trip to you guys in India. And it was so hard for me. I was so much in faith that God will do this. So I took my daughter to the airport and to be ready. We sat there with our suitcases and looked at our account on our mobile phones, and but no money was coming. And we lost the plane, and I was just walking down, up and down in the airport because I couldn't understand. God has provided last year 4 trips, and I thought He would provide again. But then I realized, and it was not in my head, it must have been my spirit, starting to say, God, you are number one. God, you are number one. I love you more than I love my trips, more than I love my ministry, more than I love anything. If I'm not going to India, I will love you anyway. And I continue to do that. And it felt like an operation inside of me. And when I got the pictures saying this is where you are gonna be tomorrow night, we are waiting ready for you, it was like a knife in my heart. And because this was the place I wanted to be, but God was testing me. Do I love Him more than I love my ministry? And I do. And this week has been a test of that I love Him, and my life is given over to Him, and I can do nothing that He wouldn't have me to do. So I'm coming back to India for sure, because I love you people and I want to make it up to you. We didn't do anything wrong. I know you prepared all like me. I had my suitcase with the clothes for the children who didn't have clothes. I have my visa ready. I have everything ready, and I know you have everything ready. But God had another plan. He had a test. And I think the way we pass this test is still loving Him, still loving each other, praying for each other, staying together, because I think that He has big plans. And India is going to be changed. And you pastors will pray together, and that will change your country completely. The Hindus will not be able to stand against God's Spirit, and His Spirit will come upon you. So we have nothing to fear. We just have to love each other through tests and whatever is coming. And sometimes it looks like this is strange. Is this God? There are no order. Why is the devil doing this? And it's because God let the devil test us. And I know that the test is over now. God knows that I love Him, and I cannot see into your hearts, but I hope He sees the same in your heart as He sees in mine. So I will be back in India, and we will do whatever God calls us to do, and it's gonna be good, and I can't wait. All this for me is about breakthrough and going to the next level, because God has been talking to me about finances and anointing, and healing anointing especially is what I feel is my next door to open. So this is the new level we are going into now, and I'm just looking so much forward to getting into that. I had a prophecy a month ago that there will come an angel of grace and follow me, and I want to take that angel to India to share with you, and you will see your country being changed, not by me, but by you and God, not by me, because India is going to be changed by the India people, and we are the one who's going to change India, together with the Spirit of God, together with His grace and His glory. So, what did I say? I don't know what I said. But the angel that followed me was the glory angel. So, I'm going to take that glory angel to you guys, and to everywhere I go. As soon as it's by me, I will take it to you. because what I get from God I'll give, and I'm happy to give it away. So guys, I will be back to you, and I hope that you are in peace now. And if something is wrong between some of you because of me, I'm just so sorry. And please, brothers, make it up to each other, and let us see the breakthrough in India and Denmark, in your life and in my life. For this is what God wants. He wants 1 billion people to come to Christ in this season. So let's pray, brothers, and have peace. Abba, Father, I just love you, and I just put my life in your hands. The important thing is to be with you, to be close to you, and out of that, my ministry can come. God, let this prayer be everyone's prayer that see this, that they just want to come to you, and out of that, the ministry is come. We bless you, Lord, and we thank you for our lives and for our brothers and sisters. And we ask you to fill our hearts with your love, clean, pure, holy love. In the name